Hey everybody, welcome to Now It's Dark. I'm Jim. Today I'm going to talk about a movie that I just watched on Tubi. This is also available on Prime. It's called Spaghetti. It's a 2023 film. It's only 81 minutes. And I got a lot of mixed feelings about this movie. The movie is described as a horror film with a voodoo type horror plots. And um, Nurse Lena Simon seems to have found the perfect man in suave businessman Scotty Sharpe. But when she suspects him of seeing someone else, she takes the unusual advice of her best friend Toni and does a voodoo spell on him. Directed by Adam Gierasch and written by three people: Dempsey Gibson, Markice Moore, Jason Rainwater. I am going to do something completely out of the normal, and we're going to look at IMDB because when I watched this film, um, it was rated super high, like ridiculously high. And I only looked at the rating. I always look at the IMDB after I've watched the film, and I've taken my notes and I'm doing my thing, and I'm doing my prep work to make my video review. And I just was shocked to see how high this review was, or the ratings on IMDb were. They have since come down since the time that I watched the video, and then now I'm doing this. So we're going to add it to the screen here. We'll do a little thingamajigger. And right now it's at a 5.7 with 1.8K reviews. And I watched this when there was probably about half or even less than half of that many reviews. And I just was really shocked. So let's go through some of the cast. Brittany Lucio is Lena right here. She's the main star. We got Scotty Sharpe down here, played by Newton Mayenge. And there's other people. There's Lena has a couple of brothers. One's in jail. He gets out of jail. Um, and I don't know. The story was all over the place. Lena is a nurse, and she's not a very likable character. They open this movie with Lena kind of having like a car issue on the side of the road, and then that's how she meets Scotty because he pulls over while she's calling to inform people that she's going to be late and she's trying to get help, but she comes off really like abrasive and rude. So here's another storyline blurb. Nurse Lena Simon seems to have found the perfect man in suave businessman Scotty Sharpe, but when she suspects him of seeing someone else, she takes the unusual advice of her best friend Toni and does a voodoo spell on him. The spell transforms him into a loving and attentive partner, but it also triggers memories that Scotty has buried. This is probably going to be a little bit more spoilery because I'm going to show you why I think we need to be very wary of user reviews on IMDb, in particular this movie. So it has 12 user reviews, and like right off the rip, the first one is a 1 out of 10, worst movie ever. And then we get into this ridiculous barrage of 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. Crazy skewing this review. And after looking even a little closer, some of the people, let's look at this one right here. This was a 10 out of 10. The review is titled Unraveling the Enigmatic Charm of Spaghetti, a cinematic delight with a unique blend of thrills, melancholy, and humor. And first of all, first thing I noticed is they didn't even capitalize the S in the title of the movie, Spaghetti. It was written by Wise Maclean 69379. Oh, and then we have the next review is a 10 out of 10. Savoring the Unknown. Wise Maclean 42682. Interesting. Then we have a third 10 out of 10. A cinematic enigma crafted with mastery. Wise Maclean 21711. 9 out of 10. A cinematic delight that satisfies the soul. Wise Maclean 06313. Another 10 out of 10. A culinary of enchantment. Adam's Spaghetti weaves a tapestry of cinematic brilliance. WMAKLEEN. So, like this, I'm not accusing of the filmmakers, first of all. I want to be clear. I'm not saying that the filmmakers, the producer, writer, director, actors, anybody put anyone specifically up for doing this. But that is clear evidence of the same person leaving ridiculous, and I want to say AI-generated reviews, because these are so full of words that are big and strung together in a manner that is just not how people necessarily talk, unless you're like a classic trained old film professor, it seems like. And they're not accurate. Like, they don't really describe the movie very well at all. The movie is very overacted and underacted. There are people that are clearly not very well trained in the profession of acting, and then there are others that are so overly acted. It seemed to me it really gave like soap opera level vibe movie. It's just crazy. Now, I'm not going to say that there aren't good parts in this movie. There are parts that I thought were cool and a little, ooh, that's a weird view there, a little not as bad as other parts. The voodoo in particular is what drew me to this movie. I'm a fan of movies that tap into voodoo and witchcraft and things like that. So the story is with her getting, oh my goodness, I can't control where I am and who's where. I don't want that.
Row 18, plot 20.